Alright, so let's go ahead and bring up the lights so I can show you a little bit of what I've been doing here. Oh, that was just the neon lights. The main lights is right here. Ah. Trippy. So, the big thing that I have done since then is I've gotten these big cash counters. They're capable of counting different denominations at the same time. So, like this one, still considering I don't have Switch, I may avoid your streams on Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's perfectly fine. I can understand wanting to save the experience for your own, but and I do understand that wholeheartedly. Anyway, so when it comes to these big cash counting machines, they can be adjusted to account for either one solely devoted currency, like in this case I have it devoted entirely to just to the euros, and there's only 3 types of denominations. There's the 100 euro, the 50, and the 20. The same goes for the yen. Over here I have this machine set up to account for 100, 10, 5, and 1k yen in dollar bills. And this one, for the devoted to the USD, I have to keep this one counter because since there are 4 different types of US notes in this game, and the large machine can only handle 3 at one time, I decided to just keep this for the 10s. So I feel like with the money orders that we have going on, we could probably make quite a bit up there. Which, during my off-stream time, I did do a little more. So now we're sitting at just over 330,000 of the 1 million put towards it. So let's see what other orders we can get done here. I did notice I have to reload the tape on that one, so I'll just kite this. I did decide to keep this one, even though this euro counter can handle everything. Because of the fact that there can be a lot of mixed bills and even counterfeit bills, I decided to keep this on hand to separate the euros and the from the yen and any US dollar bills. But even though it's only specifically meant to count euros, it can still detect counterfeit currency of the other currencies. So that definitely saves a little headache and hassle, for sure. Alright, I think that's all taped up. I did notice about from some of the missions that I've been doing, especially as far as collectible objects are concerned. Sapphire necklace. I know I have 2 of those at least, so I will accept that. I've noticed when it comes to the collectibles that there are definitely some odd, very odd requests. So, let's see. Assuming this is the sapphire necklace here. If they happen to still be up on the app, I'll just take a look in a second here. But like this seeming story quest that calls for 1,010 objects, I mean money bills for sure, but I do not have those statues. But I did remember coming across a quest that called for not coins, but used shotgun shells. Like, seriously? Someone is collecting garbage? What is with that? So now I went from basically throwing everything out, including throwing a lot of junk out, to now saving junk. I'm like, what do these people want? Why would they want to use shotgun shells? They can't be bothered to police the brass, so they're asking me to police it for them? Alright, what is that? In a small box. Small. I would save in some boxes. I think I gotta order more small boxes. Oh, there's this one here. Okay, perfect. I know there were some recent orders that called for quite a few... any euro bills. Called for quite a few euros, and so I have this excess. I did note that when it comes to euros, they were similar to being counted as dollar bills, but I feel like that's kind of cheating a little bit. So it's like my aim is to largely make up that 1 million with US dollar bills. Not cheating with the foreign currency. I even just threw like a $1,000 yen bill, a 1,000 yen bill into the piggy bank, and it counted it as $1,000. I'm like, no way. The yen does not dime to a dollar equates to like 1,000 $1 bills. Any sensible person would know that the yen is nowhere near as the equal, like 1 yen equals 1 US dollar, or it's like, I don't know the conversion rate off the top of my head. Woof, if you're still lending an ear, can you check what the current conversion rate between 1 US dollar to Japanese yen is? I'm just kind of curious. $1 is 148, so almost 148.5 yen. Okay, we'll just, for simplicity's sake, we'll just round that down. So 1 US dollar equates to 148 yen. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, so this game kinda, I think, cheats a little bit when it comes to the conversion of euros and euros and yen to US dollars. Actually, since we're kind of thinking about it, what is the conversion rate of a US dollar to euro? I wouldn't expect a video game about money to be accurate on conversations. I believe you need conversions. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a given. It's not going to be 100% dollars to donuts conversion when it comes to that, but still, it is nice to be able to kind of have some form of realism involved. Oh yeah, one thing about the 1 US equals 80, so basically 86 euro cents? I don't know how to best describe that. But anyway, yeah, so when it comes to conversion rate, so whenever I put like one of the euro bills in there, it would actually convert to less US dollars going into that piggy bank. The same for the yen. So, so yeah, I feel like using the other currencies is cheating a little bit when it comes to this game. I mean, if your play style is to basically kind of go nuts with the just go nuts and do whatever you can to make up that million. I mean, by all means, do you. Me, I'm kind of a bit of a realist when it comes to this kind of stuff. It probably comes down to the fact that I do work at a bank. So it's like my banker knowledge and whatnot kind of dictates a little bit my playstyle, at least for this particular game. And for others, it'd be like, okay, feel free to go nuts. Now, the one thing I haven't mentioned about these bigger count bills is that when it comes to like the smaller ones, they to kind of make sure that you get the bills like in the counter properly, you basically stack them like how I'm doing with this Euro counter right here. And you basically just grab like one stack of 100 bills at a time and just load them into the counter. But for these big bills, you could just basically do this. You could just basically grab a massive armful and put them in. That definitely saves on some time. Of course, if you're not careful about how you put it in, you're gonna have a spill like I just had there. Oh, this one's already maxing out something. Another max. Must be all small bills in this one particular pack. Okay, that's all there is for now. Another thing I like about it is that because they can process like 3 bills at once, is that I don't have to worry about like taking excess bills off of the single counters like this one and put them in like large boxes aside. Thank you for the hydrate time, Blink. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well tonight. Ah, there you go. All right. So, oh yeah, thank you for that suggestion about those Japanese, snacks from my Throne wish list. I did add it in, and an anonymous user was generous enough to fulfill that. So I do look forward to giving those, Japanese snacks a try. It'll be an interesting experience. Uh-oh, I saw some marked bills in the mix, so I'm gonna have to... I've got... Oh! Uh-oh! That was a blunder drop. Oh, come on. Really? Just that... Oh, there we go. Crap. Is there anything else in this bag? Nope. So I can just burn this. Yep. While that's running, let's see if there's any orders I can fill. So this one has 50 in an unbroken piggy bank. Well, there are... Where is it? I did see piggy bank somewhere in the mix. Where? Oh, here we are. Piggy bank. Why do I get the feeling... I am doing... Throne was wonky on my phone. I don't know why it went to anonymous when I bought it. Logged me out right after I bought it. Wow. Okay, that's weird. But thank you so much for those Japanese treats. I look forward to giving them a try when they arrive. What was in it? Cookies, chips, mochi, crackers, tea, and more. Honestly, I do look forward to the tea. I am a bit of a tea drinker. I do enjoy a good cup of tea with honey in it, but I do look forward to trying them out. Thank you so much for that, Time Blink. And here... Okay, thank goodness they're made of plastic. I was actually a little bit concerned there that they might... they would be made of glass and they would crash on the floor. Okay, so what does this one collectible mission call for? 50 coins in an unbroken piggy bank. Well, I'm pretty sure there's 50 in here at least. Wait, did I even accept the mission? Oh, I didn't even accept the mission. Uh-oh. Excuse... Excuse me? I wasn't expecting a clinky golden shower here. Or, shut up, Wolf. Don't say anything. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Wait. Okay, I guess a broken piggy bank has X eyes on it. I just wanted to give you a birthday gift. I think you would enjoy that snack box. When I bought some myself, it was good. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I do look forward to it. For a while, I've been a little bit of an I was a bit interested in like Japanese stuff, so I do look forward to trying some of it out. I've largely been to like anime and all that, so I do look forward to it. Thanks again. I figured you were gonna do that, Wolf. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Better use my scanner here so I can make sure... Wait, what? Off you go, Piggy! Oh my, what a mess. Bully the Roo! No, don't bully the Roo! Welcome on in, Dunky. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Well, can we get a shout out for Dunky Donut? I know he's an artist streamer and he's on a bit of a hiatus, but let's give him some love, support, and give him the drive and encouragement to hopefully one day return to streaming. Did any... Okay, it doesn't feel like any of the coins from earlier fell into one of these piggy banks, so I think we're good on that. Shove the coins in the bag here. Anything... Wait, what's this? Huh? It looks like a yen note that's been... Uh-oh, I think I might have... Ow! Hey, come on! That was just a comment, not a suggestion! Jeez. Little rascals. Okay, you know what? I'll just put that there. I thought I had an extra small shelf unit here. Oh well. Okay, what's this? You rescued my... let's see here. Hiya, this is Mr. Fresh. Looming's ears like in the movies. Okay, whatever. Heard you got money, suppose I am. Why? My dad gave me a piggy bank and told me to put all my coins aside, but now I want my coins back, so why don't you just break your piggy bank? Were you listening? My dad gave it to me. He'd be upset if I broke it. Okay, so I need to get money out of without breaking your piggy. Pig. Yes, please, then I'll buy a present for Daddy. He'd be so happy. Will you help me? I'll try, but in the future you might want to hide your coins somewhere. Nope, that's what my piggy bank is for. You rescued my piggy. Daddy was right. You are good at money. You're welcome, Louie, so what are you gonna get? Thank you for that. Thank you for giving that shout out. Secret. His secret. My secret. Okay. Okay, there we go. Buy that. Betty. Oh no, not this lady. I still remember what happened from a couple of weeks ago when she almost burnt the place down. 30,000 in euros in a travel bag wrapped in straps of hundo. All right. Okay, what does she want? Cooey, guess who? Mommy was locked away for a little while, but I hope you didn't forget me. I was actually hoping to forget. Mommy, you probably did, didn't you? Probably hit your head and forgot more about your sad little life. Who gave you your phone back? Oops, there he is. What do you want from me? Oh, come on. Are you mad at me, sweetheart? I actually want to make peace, and I need your help. I need a bag, something elegant, leather, and very spacious. And I need it filled with cash. Crisp, clean cash. Something sexy and European. Going somewhere, Betty? Why, you gonna miss me, sweet pea? My time locked up taught me something. We make our own destiny. You didn't even have to be locked up to learn that. You could have learned that on your own. It's never just paths laid out before you. There's always another option. Noted. Can I get on with my job now? Good boy. Talk soon. Go back to prison, Betty. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Okay, okay. Because I know one of the best ways to earn some extra cash, bonus cash, is to sift out counterfeits and marked bills. Now, there are some missions that will ask you to provide counterfeit and marked bills, but, uh-oh. I didn't mean to have it continue like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How the hell does this happen? This is an impossible thing. I've seen square pegs fit into round holes better than this. Can I pick it? Okay, whatever. Okay, you know what? I'll put this back here. This is where I'll store the euros. That is the most I can carry all at once, and oh boy, is it heavy. Okay. All right. Okay, let me... Can I... Oh, great. Did I just permanently knock this on its side because of the... Can I pick it up? I cannot. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There we go. Okay. Oh, this one's full of marked euros. No, it isn't full of marked euros. I just forgot to start it back up. Travel bag. I thought I had a travel bag somewhere. Ah, there we are. Nothing inside, so that's good. Oh yeah, I didn't notice. You just woke up from a nap. Thank you. How was your nap, by the way, Donkey? Was it nice? Resting? Energetic? Well, I mean, rejuvenating, I should say, would be the better term. Let's see here. 30 and hundo, 30,000 euros. 1, 2, 3. I just haven't had enough. Wrapped up. Alright, here you go, Betty, and don't come back. Please. Alright, I think that's all of the marked euros separated in here, so I'll tuck that over there. Load that up. So, based on what I was able to observe, it looks like the handfuls that you individually take amount to approximately 300 actual bills in one sitting. Load that up. There we go. Look up pack. Okay, 20. $20s again. Ooh la la, fresh. I am impressed. I'm almost starting to believe you're actually useful. Almost. Uh-huh. Says the pyromaniac. I hope Lumi didn't distract you too much with her request. Oh, so you're daddy, huh? No, it's fine. I had to help. She was serious about it. She has her mother's, she has her mother's determination. If you hadn't helped her, she would have found someone else. But you did help her, and she used those little coins to buy me a gift. Those coins by themselves mean nothing. They're just a tool. But the way she chose to use them has real value. I'm glad I could help. She bought me a toy, you know. A walkie-talkie. Small. Plastic. Worth almost nothing, but probably the most valuable gift I've ever received. She recorded a message on it. Now you can always hear me, Daddy. I didn't expect to see this side of you. You have my gratitude, Fresh. Now don't let me or Lumi down. Noted. I could sense the do not disappoint feels from that. Alright, let's see here. That, I think, is going to have to wait until I actually get more to give this guy. Because what is he calling? For 1,000 money bills. Doesn't matter, I'm guessing it doesn't matter which currency is used. And then a gold and silver statue on top of it. I have not seen any of those statues, even in my offline grinding, pop up for a while now. The last time I had those statues was, I think, just 3 weeks ago during my first part playthrough of this game. So it's like these things are kind of far and few between unless he happens to dump them. What just came here? Hey, partner, still working on getting you that proof. Unless, of course, you've decided to trust me. Not without proof, no. So stubborn, as always. Just like when you say you were the better shot. You had the best scores in training, sure. Back then, when it was just you, me in the field, it was me who took the shot. Bang. Oops. What? I was too good, wasn't I? Killed the bastard instead of just wounding him. You felt so guilty. What a softly. Is there something you want to tell me? I just missed you. That isn't proof. There he is. Same old fresh. I'll be back soon with your proof. We'll see. I'll be waiting. Until next time, partner. Well, Mama's boy, looks like you're on your own. We won't be seeing that snake Ink Betty again. Hallelujah. What, did did one of her did one of her kids eat her? Ah, no. Well, that would be something, but no. Oh, rumor is she heading to Europe with her little monsters in tow. Had a big travel bag full of cash with her. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that. What, you think I helped her? You tell me, Mama's boy. I wanted her gone just as much as you did. Oh well, what matters is that snake isn't slithering around us anymore. Now I can really focus on finishing our mission. You know the one. I still don't. Well, you'll know soon enough. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy with a chopper for a price. He'll lend it out to me. If I get my hands on it, we're good to go. I hope your plan actually works this time instead of, I don't know, trying to blow me up. What do you mean? My plans never fail. Yeah, we'll see about that. Alright. Oh, that was it for that one. Okay. This one's going to require a lot of yen. In a sport bag, any yen bills, no counterfeits in the mix. Alright, let's see what they... Oh! Okay, at least they were all in small boxes and they didn't spread in every which way. At least I can reuse these small boxes for other missions here. Oh, geez. They're packed, really? To be honest, I really am not fond of these packed bills. Now, where did I put that knife? Oh, here. Step out of the marked bills. Last box here, and it's filled with more packed bills. Try to pick up all the packs and put them aside here. Well, I mean, the order calls for 13 million in yen, So I guess it doesn't surprise me that there would be a bunch of packs, a bunch of yen money packs in the mix. I could feel it. I could feel things crunching up because of all the loose bills here. Alright, do I have them? Okay, so each pack of a hundo is... I might be able to make myself some big blocks of yen packs and try to stuff them in a sports bag. Well, I don't know how much will exactly fit inside. Those sports bags might not be the biggest container in the game here. Oh, wait, are these good yen bills? No, these are the counterfeit bills. Okay. Stab. Oh. I didn't mean to throw the knife in the money pile. Oh, that's gonna be dangerous. You can always buy a small box for 5,000, not adjusted for present-day inflation. Yeah, noted. Or I could just simply recycle the ones I received. I have some... Oh yeah, there's plenty of sports bags laying around here. Shove the knife in the counter machine. No! I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it would let me do that. Would it? I dread to find out. Yeah, it just lays on top of it while stabbing through the money. I'm suddenly reminded of that one shadow game from the manga Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't remember what the name of the shadow game was, but it's basically... I can't remember the rules of the game. It's like whoever picks up the fewest bills with a knife loses the game. I'm trying to remember that. Well, can you look that up and refresh me on that? Oh, shit. Where did I put it? Oh. What the fuck?! What the hell was that?! Did I just have a... I'm sorry, what? Did they steal an entire bank vault? I have no... It looks like it? What? Excuse me? Yeah, they stole an... Apparently they stole an entire vault and then some. What the hell? And that's full of inked money, which I think we might be able to clean that up. I have not done that yet. What the hell? Yep, they stole an entire vault of something. What is this? Security certificate? But oh my god. Bills scattered all over the place. Okay. Maybe Bugs Bunny is working here. Noted. Was this like a supply warehouse? Hello? What's this? Another piece of art on a $20 bill. Okay, this, I thought there wasn't going to be much to this game, but I guess things just gotten interesting real damn quickly. Not seeing much shadow game about money. Well, there was... From what I remember of the manga, there was like 2 different shadow games that did ultimately involve money in the end. There was the very first shadow game that was featured in the series. It was basically against the manga version of who would ultimately become Captain Drudge in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, in the 5Ds continuity. And all I remember of that shadow game is that it did involve money. It involved trying to pick up either the most or the fewest bills with a knife. I believe the guy's name was I don't know. Utsuho basically became Captain Trudge in the 5Ds continuity. He lost the game, and in the manga, he was inflicted with a penalty game where he thought leaves and garbage were money. So that was kind of an embarrassing compromise, and it was done as punishment for him extorting students for money with his quote-unquote protection services. There was somewhat of a there was a different version of that shadow game done in the Toei animation, the Toei animated version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow game involved collecting money where he climbs it to depending on the paper card he never picked up. That was the Toei animation version of Yu-Gi-Oh! AKA Season 0, where they basically went up and down on a roof depending on the value of the card that they pulled from a stack of cards spread across the roof. He ended up cheating in the end and was inflicted with a different penalty game. Unlike in the manga where, again, he thought garbage and leaves were money, he was instead inflicted with an illusion where he thought he was being devoured by a trio of creatures that were... Too much! By a trio of water creatures. And, yeah, thought he was being... Oh, god darn it. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, he thought he was being eaten by a trio of water creatures, and everyone found him just curled up in a ball, utterly scared for his life. Great, now I gotta run these through again to sift out the counterfeits from the real bills. Throw these back in here. Anyway, yeah, and I do remember a separate shadow game that took place much later in the series, in the manga universe, where there was a game show that Joey Wheeler, or Jununchi, I can't remember exactly the name off the top of my head, was on a game show called Get the Million, and it was rigged in the background. Spoiler alert, chat, if you don't want to have the spoiler. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear how the story goes. So the game show was rigged in a way where people would end up getting close to winning the million yen, but they would rig it so that way they would end up falling short, artificially creating a dramatic situation, mainly for the ratings. When Yugi found out about their scheme in the background, he was not happy and challenged them to a shadow game where it was like they had to end up pulling one side of a rope or another. And whoever manages to pull the rope that would end up spilling red paint all over the controls would end up losing the game. And I can't remember exactly how the results went out, but ultimately the paint can was pulled, but it landed the rope end that had the paint can on it was pulled, but it kind of haphazardly fell from the ceiling and ended up landing on someone's head. And because it was an open paint bucket, paint ended up getting all over the controls, and no one could figure out which button to press to rig the game so that Joey would end up losing. And he ultimately won the game. As punishment, the producer for that show was inflicted with a penalty game where he ended up having yen signs in his eyes, and he was demanding his lazy couch potato audience to give him money. Because of the scandal that caused, it ended up causing the studio that ran the show to go bankrupt. Which, from what I understand of the manga series, that was the only time one of Yugi's shadow games actually backfired, instead of bringing about the justice that he was hoping that he normally brought about with his poetic shadow games. Or I should say, poetic penalty games. Obviously, they had to tamp down the severity of the shadow games from the manga. I mean, even the Toei animation kind of tamped down the severity from the manga. And even then, the reboot series that we're all familiar with had to tamp it down even further, although there were some pretty gruesome scenes in the anime version, in the original Japanese anime. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub that we got, but man, do I miss out on some of the darkness that was allowed to permeate in the manga and the original anime. Okay, so okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 million yen? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Alright, let me scan here. So that's 10 million, so we need 3 million more. So we need 6 of those packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so these are all the counterfeits. Ah! Back then when I was a kid, I did wonder how did a weird magician trickster get saw blades that sent you to the Shadow Realm when later I saw they were just censoring Arcana's buzzsaws. Yeah. They called them dark energy discs. But even before... Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Bolts. And the stretch. Yep. Definitely a stretch there. And a pet. All of the redeems. How are you doing? How are you doing tonight, Bolts? I hope your Thursday night is going... Ow! I rescind my how are you doing tonight. But seriously, how are you doing tonight, Bolts? I hope your Thursday is going well. How fitting. And another dick. You wait a minute. Was that 2 in a row or? No, I must be thinking of something else. Anyway, let's go ahead and give you a shout out here. Shout out to Bolts there. Or another stream bean. Give him some love and support there. Whew. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, yeah, the subject of Arcana's buzzsaws. Yeah. They called them dark energy discs in the 4Kids dub. But even before I saw the original anime of that episode, I knew right away those were buzzsaws. Those were actual saws. The penalty game was not your mind would have been sent to the Shadow Realm upon being touched by those blades. Your legs were gonna get chopped off. And I found out about that in the Game Boy Advance game Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, which does borrow which does end up borrowing elements from the original Battle City arc. I'm doing quite well, thanks. Thanks. Good, good, good. I always like to see happy beans. Let's see, what's this? One object's 500. Folder. What? I'm sorry, what now? We're now going to folders? 500 banknotes. Folder with documents. Compromising the Black Lotus. And 5. Ow! She's feeling a bit chaotic today. Ow! Yes, I can see that! Ow! Cut it out! My head! You're giving me a head! Ow! Come on! I'm gonna need some Advil. Not sponsored, by the way. Yeah, heckin' gremlins. Jesus. Okay, so what? A folder with documents compromising the Black Lotus and 500 banknotes. Okay. I'm kind of curious now. This has just gotten more interesting than I thought. Bully the Roo! Now! Growlith? Oh, Foxy Gremlin. I know that gremlin anywhere. So, partner, is it true? Did those Black Lotus bastards actually pull it up? The vault heist? Yeah, I'm sitting on it. Good, that means you can help me. Depends on what you need. There are things inside that need to be retrieved for our mission. Documents proving Black Lotus's crimes. Evidence of their details. A large batch of FDI-marked bills. They need to be recovered. Oh, and you might find something interesting in there, too. Like what? A file. On you. Find it. Maybe then you'll believe me when I say you're a special agent. And this is just the beginning. Soon, you'll have a choice to make. What choice? Later. First, the paperwork. Okay. Well, I already do have plenty of marked bills here. It's just a matter of sifting out the FDI bills from the FDI bills from the normal bills. So I'm gonna shut off my main lights here and just leave on only the neon lights and the black lights, so that way it's I can easily see some bills from another. Take out the trash here. Burn out the trash, I should say. Excuse me? Is that piggy bank not being burned? Oh, okay, never mind. It's gone. It just took a little bit. Oh, yeah. Since I have enough to spare, what do I have? Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and unlock some of this stuff here. Okay. What was... Okay, all the wood is just... into the void. Oh, hello. So there's more stuff to be had up here. Out of service. What? What is this, like an industrial grade wash? Optional. Find the screen, install it in the piggy bank launch system? What? Where's the launch system? Well, I'll worry about that at another time. But let's see what's unlocked here. Well, at least this is somewhat cozy. Wait a minute. A Zen... This looks like a Zen garden, based on those outlines. A little play area with blocks. What can I say? I'm an immature child at heart. Okay, yeah, this definitely has gotten much more interesting than I thought it would be. I still don't know where exactly that screen's gonna go, so I'll just... Anyway, where's that black light? Thought you were gonna put another B at the end to get answered by... Oh. Another B... Oh, jeez. Wait, what? That's actually a slur? Don't answer that for me. I can't even make poop jokes on Twitch, then and this has really gone on down the crapper. What? Boob? No, that's a P! That's a P, not a B! Okay, turn off that. Oh boy. Okay, there's definitely marked bills in this one. But does it really matter if they're clean or not? Again, I don't know if these are just inked or if they look inked. But I'll go ahead and try to wash them anyway. I guess while I'm doing this, I may as well... Let's see here. Change this to FDI. It's very ominous sounding. Okay, this is like 100. If I had a tape roll left, did I use that up already? I must have used up the tape roll already. Well, let me quickly put in an express order for that. Gonna load that in there just so I'm not carrying it around. Folder with documents compromising. Right, Lotus. Okay, that sounds like my tape. Oh, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Poo-poo. I don't know if some of these bills are marked, so... Wait, there's the tape. Ah! Rats. Can I move it without... Okay, there we go. What is the FBI supposedly? Is that like this world's equivalent of the FBI or something? I don't know. That eye seems to give Illuminati vibes. So I somehow doubt it? 100. Not quite enough. Oh, that's full. If anyone had told me I would be dealing with explosions and dropping vaults in a money about cash cleaning while trying to figure out my past, and apparently uncovering some kind of conspiracy involving crime and marked money, I'd have said they were crazy. Okay, well, I'll temporarily... Okay, I'm 17 FDI bills short. I'll just put this stack here for now. There we are. Hama, 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 hama. Okay, weird accordion there. Alright, while that's sorting out, let's see what else is... Oh! These look like marked police bills. Oh my god, what is in this that's so heavy? I mean, I've handled sports bags full of money before, but this is really heavy. What the heck? Lift with your legs! Ugh! Good grief. Okay, let's see. Was that able to... Nope. These are definitely inked bills, so I'm gonna have to see if I can clean the ink off of them. I don't know if they would really matter, but... Okay, that definitely explains a lot. There were gold bullions in the bottom of the bag. Big, heavy bullions! So much gold! Ah. Ugh. Holy shit. I'll just put you in a... Good grief. Yep, this is inked up money. Alright, time to... Okay, I know these are all marked bills, but... Time to kind of explore something here. Wait, can I... Okay. So this is a little interesting here. That's trash bin. Aha! Definitely marked FDI bills. Ah! Well! Wow, I guess a little bit of spit and polish and the ink just comes right off the money. Even the backside is pristine. How about that? Okay, this is definitely interesting. I will give it that. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright. So I know I could probably just take a handful of this and will it let me throw it up? Oh, shit! Okay, maybe not that much at once. Let's see. Probably 20 is a comfortable... a very comfy limit here. But had I known about this particular workshop earlier, I probably would have, I don't know, not thrown some bills in the incinerator. Scrub, scrub, scrub. After you scrub all the floors in Hyrule, then we can talk about money. One. Remember, kids, a common household sponge will clean all your stolen money. Apparently so! That must be one heck of a magic eraser. I don't think even Mr. Clean's magic eraser would be able to do that. Hello? Can I pick up, please? There we go. There we go, 100. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 500 total. I'll wrap this up in plastic here. That's 500 total bills. Doesn't specifically say I have to have it in a particular container. So I'll put that in there. Oh. That ate the roll. Oh, shoot. I put the marked bills back in. I put the marked bills in the American envelope. Ah! At least I can filter them out here. Okay, that looks about right. All right. So, folder. Where would I... If I were a folder, where would I be hiding? What's this? What is this? Dossier 458K. Coati? Full name, Kyle E. Briggs. Codename Coati. Position agent. Field status unknown. Sabotage the organization. Gather intelligence and neutralize key threats. Successfully infiltrated Black Lotus. Established an informant network. Okay, interesting. So, my real name is apparently Kyle Briggs. Coati is my code name. But that's just a dossier on me. Interesting. Let's see, what else is in here? Summary of the government's plan to siege cash and transition to digital currency. Okay, so the wait, what was that? Federal Department of Investigation. Okay, so it is a parody of the FBI in this Project Digital Era. Objective: full elimination of cash circulation and transition to a centralized digital financial system under government oversight. Implement discrediting cash. Public campaigns linking cash to crime, tax evasion, and terrorism. High-profile case against Black Lotus as a precedent. Promotion to digital currency benefits. Unified digital currency, CFR. Centralized state-controlled financial registry, mandatory. Huh. Okay. Summary of investigations of the crimes of the Black Lotus and Spectator. Okay, this is probably it. Overview. The Black Lotus Syndicate possesses a threat to government control through illicit financial operations, cybercrime, and infiltration of state structures. The organization's leader, Elu Christopher Morgan, known alias Spectator, formerly engaged in civil activism, has transitioned to radical methods including coordinating cyber attacks and financing destabilizing operations. The syndicate employs encrypted financial networks and money laundering systems while maintaining connections with corrupt officials. Its involvement in blackmail, sabotage, and the elimination of proponents of stricter financial control is well documented. Action. The activities of Black Lotus constitute a significant threat to national security and must be stopped at any cost. I wonder if this is the dossier that Panther is looking for. I really cannot put this in all at once? What? Okay. Operation Blackfile. Mr. Fresh, your work is most impressive. With each moment, our piggy bank swells with the fruits of your labor. But do not get attached. Once we are satisfied, it will be up to you to return it to us. And then, what exactly will the piggy bank be used for? Our mission. Liberation. What else? But first, a minor complication. Sabotage threatens to undo our hard work. We do what we can to protect your work from these acts of vandalism, but sometimes it's not enough. So you will be required to repair the launch system for the piggy bank. Where is that located? Why does the piggy bank need a launch system? No more questions now, Mr. Fresh. History does not wait to be made. Listen closely. Once that piggy bank is nice and fat, Spectator is going to expect you to deliver it to them for the next phase of their plan. Makes sense. They're collecting money. They need results. And, well, I owe them. Yes, but you have another option. Another option? You can destroy it. The piggy bank. This is part of the government's plan. Part of your duty as a special agent. Destroy it. Are you serious? Do you even realize how big that thing is? Dead serious. You'll find a mortar in the vault. Set it up in the right spot where you have a clear and safe shot. If only the big bad wolf had one of these. I'll send further instructions, partner. Just be ready. So did you find your food? I did. After everything that's happened, it's hard to believe a word anyone says. All is forgiven. Now, how about we take down Black Lotus and complete our mission together? Buffering is getting shot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I am seeing that myself on OBS. Alright. So, it seems like we have a bit of a choice here. We can either sabotage... Oh, it's up there. Can I throw this? Oh no, it's way too heavy to be thrown. So this is where the ladder comes into play. So we are left with a choice. Because on one hand... Oh, that's a mortar. So it's like, on one hand... I don't like the idea that the government wants to try and create a central, a centralized currency, because that feels like, very, ow! Feels like what they're doing is, how they're implementing it feels very shady. On the other hand, though, I don't like what this guy is apparently doing. So I'm just gonna get... I'm not gonna blow it up just yet. Confiscation of reserves, nationalization of unauthorized final strike operation targeting illicit cash holders. Control and sanctions. Financial penalties for non-compliance. Social credit system. Restricting access to funds and services. Predictive monitoring to preempt financial threats. Final outcome. Total government control over capital flow. Elimination of anonymous transactions. And neutralization of financial autonomy for dissident and criminal entities. Now, to me, this feels like burning down a house just to kill a few, just because you saw a few spiders. So, I don't really agree with how, at least the government in this universe, is operating. Although I see where they're trying to, what they're trying to do, I do not agree at all with how they're going about it. So I'm kind of mixed on this. On the other hand, what Spectator is doing, I will say, is absolutely shady. I'm trying to monitor my internet as I go, just to see how it's behaving. Some slight frame drops, but if that's the most that's going to happen... Another artistic bill here. Oh my god. I'm guessing this is probably the mortar shell. Oh, right here. Oh yeah, that's... Hello, that's packing major heat. I'm definitely gonna hold off on that one. Loaded but undecided. Are you there, partner? We are moving forward with our plan to destroy the piggy bank. Are you with us? What do you need from me? Load the mortar with the shell we sent you. But before you fire, fill the piggy bank. It has to look like you're following their plan, and please be careful. Yes, Momo, I see you. Alright. Now, I know this is probably just loading it up. It's not asking me to actually do anything yet. Loaded but undecided. There was some extra stuff that I happened to stumble across here. First, I need to get my bearings straight as to where I'm at here. So, this life hacker apparently is the neutral party between the government and, who is it that we're supposedly taking orders from? Spectator. So, what is this? So this looks like the government files there. Or, wait, this, I think, is the summary of government's plan. Da, da, da. How the hell am I gonna get at all of these? Because apparently this one mission here... Yeah, there's the folder with the documents. 200 golden ingots and 100 banknotes marked by the police. They do realize how heavy these dang ingots are, right? This one bag, it's just so hard to carry. I can't even throw it. All right. So we'll... While that's doing that, 200 gold ingots on a pallet. And apparently I'm Hercules because I'm pretty sure this is not 200 gold bullions. Okay, let's see here. How many are in a stack here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 in a stack. Well, I mean, 6 across. And 3. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean to do that. so now the stacks are even. So in terms of height, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're not forklift certified to carry it easier. Oh, shush. Oh, yeah, thanks for that stretch here. Okay. Alright, so there's 7 in a stack, and there's 3, 6, 9, 18. How much does that do? Oh, Truckin', welcome on in. Hope you're doing well tonight, Bean. Thanks for that hydrate 8 there, Bean. Alright. I hope you're doing well and looking for the weekend. I sure as heck am. It's been a busy couple of weeks, a busy couple of hours. I've just been going through some day 16 of work, and just now we have a lightning stand down. Wait, you mean like a lightning rod or just a lighting stand? What's happening there? I've had a day off in 16 days. A hazmat landfill, 1 spark, and poof, it's all gone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, that gets fixed there. Hopefully, that gets all fixed and settled. Yeesh. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. Running math here. So, got 7 times 18. So that's 126. Only like the 25th time this month. Oh, good grief. All right. 120. So there's 126 of these on here. Jesus. What seems to be the more prudent approach? Trying to get as many on here as possible and just spread it across 2 pallets? Yep. Yikes, one would think that they would probably try to make that stable. Ah! Oh. Alright, so if there's apparently 126 on here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just spread like 100 even across both pallets. So that means, so that means I would have had to take off 26. So we got... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 18. I'm trying to do mental math in my head. I would like to see and touch real gold bars like that someday. Good luck trying to find anything. The only place you would find this is probably in a museum, a collector's gallery, or the Federal Reserve. So we got 5 times 18, so that's 50, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Okay, so that's 100 on that pallet, and we gotta take some off here. 8, 9, 100. Okay, this is for sure not going to be able to get delivered in one go, so I'll just deliver them one at a time here. Let's see. Yep. Okay, did we happen to get max? We do. So these are 100 bills marked by the police. I thought I had some tape around here. Oh, maybe I could just wrap it in nope, I can't wrap it in plastic unless it's taped first. Ah! Oh, here we go. Tape. Alright. Put that in a backpack. Along with that file. I hated this mission. You did? What part did you not like about it? Oh. Okay, apparently government files can't fit in there. Ah! Okay, fine. I'll do this then. Couldn't do it in one shipment. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to those pallets, there is a finite limit. Let me turn on my Spotify. I feel like it's a little too loud here. Okay. I think there is a finite limit to those pallets. Found something, didn't you? Now, it's up to you to decide whose side you're on. How am I supposed to pick a side when I can't trust anyone to tell me the truth? You want the truth? Okay, here's the truth about what happened when we first tried to steal the vault. See, there was another guy on our team, Pushok. He suspected you were a plant. I already knew. You were like a brother to me, and I take care of my brother, so I took care of him. I let you find him, and before you could do anything else, I knocked you out cold. See, I had to make it look like a fight, like you killed Pushok, because this way, you were just a killer, and better a killer than a cop. You tried to save me? It was all one of your perfectly laid plans. I did it because I thought you were my brother. Please, don't prove me wrong, because now it's time for you to decide who you are. Find the coagulated pipe. Okay, it looks like I probably found the door number 3. And it wasn't until just now that you can pause the conveyor belt and then send it all at once. Okay. That... Send it all at once. Well, I think I found door number 3 then to this. Yeah, I didn't think to just stop the conveyor belt and just have them all in one go instead of just feeding them one at a time. I mean, I understand some of them can't be done in one shipment, but holy moly, who would have thought? So that's the corrugated pipe. Install it in the piggy bank launch system. I feel like this might be something else here. Launch code OINK. Excellent work, Mr. Fresh. Our system indicate that the launch system is sent liberally. But first, the next step is inflation. Not in a financial sense, but a very literal one. We have prepared a balloon, one that will rise as the piggy bank's cables stretch like springs. Ready to play the anthem of freedom? Is Pennywise lurking around? It's more than just a balloon. It's a symbol for freedom, and the key to our plan. All you need to do is initiate the inflation process. Phew. So who am I? Oh yeah, I just only come to realize that there might be some... Okay, pack this... What kind of story is this? So 1,000 money bills, a gold, 5 gold and silver statues, and a large box. Well, I have to play it cool, play along here, one way or another. Another artistic piece of bills, and I only just found out that you can just place them right there. I don't know where I put the others. I think they're still on that shelf over here. Collect $1 million in the piggy bank first. So it's probably not going to let me do anything. Okay, pretty light, but it's not letting me launch anything yet. I wonder if there might be more to the story here if we continue these gold missions here. I am such a terrible hoarder with all this stuff. Art. Okay, found my artistic bills. Rating in Pokemon Violet while I lurk. My game sound is down and your stream is for my headset's just fine. Well, good to know. Thanks for keeping an ear out. Oh, trash bag's full. Oh, no, I don't want to put that in my bag. Neither the Rat Man nor the Condiment King. Oh. lot of gold statues. I mean, a lot of silver statues, but where's the gold one? Probably in that last box. Aha! Here we are. But you like rats. Some, yes. Alright, do I have a lot? Yep, I do have some large boxes here. Almost tripped over that. So, 5 gold statues. So I have 4 in hand. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I believe that's 5. 1, 2. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then just 1,000 money bills. So any currency, I guess. Oh, yeah. Pack. So I need, yeah, 10 of anything, I guess. I'll give him some euros. Load out 150k, wrapped in plastic box of any dollar bills in an extra large box, along with 100 gold ingots in an extra large box. Oh, great. Whoa. What is this spread? Jesus. Whole lot of junk here. Well, these are all marked bills. Dirty and marked bills, and a bunch of shell casings. Which I kind of learned in a roundabout way that there are some missions where people just want nothing but junk. Clean and dry money. Well, I got... So we need two different extra large boxes. Oh my god. That is loaded. Loaded with crap. Okay, that's one empty box. I'll just throw that out of there. Oh boy. Huh. Okay, I wonder if the easiest way to be able to figure out that there's all those gold... Oh god, I can't see crap. There we go. I think the easiest way to go about this would be just to take this one pallet of gold bullions and just reduce it down to 100 and then throw all of it into a big box. I am Hercules. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Toss that. Toss that. Still need to reduce more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, that's that. 150,000. Alright, now my mind is wanting to make this, try and make it as perfect as I can here. So 150,000. 10, 20, 30. 5, 45, 55. 65, 75, 80. 90, 100, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half, 7, half, 8. Half, 9, half, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. A perfect brick. How about that? Okay, is that... Yep. Alright, so yeah, it's like... Yep, 5 in a stack times 18, that's 190. So yeah, this is the format of a pallet of 100 bullions. Which I'm pretty sure... If this extra large box were to be shipped with all the heavy gold bullions inside, it's gonna rip. It's gonna absolutely rip. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It would just rip clean apart with how heavy these bullions are. Alright, time to see what Truckin' said is true about the shipment thing. Exact single delivery. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna get these other bullions up. Ah. Ugh. That was a lot of heavy bullions. Ugh. I'm sure my back is gonna pay for it later. What do you want? Okay, that was... Is that you as ever? Thanks, Mr. Fresh, for helping my little brother. You know, even though we are twins by just 2 minutes, I've always felt a need to play the big brother. But now I can trust my little brother to have my back. I can trust you, glad to have his. Sounds like Faye proved myself. You guys make a solid team. More than a team, we're brothers. What is it? Vase? Now these story quests are really starting to get a little more complex. Where did I put that knife? Oh my god. I know in one of my other game files, I did make a much more efficient setup when it comes to this, because I was thinking about how this all was laid out. Ugh, these are all inked. These ones have ink on them, so they would require scrubbing. And that is a very long and tedious process, so I'm not... When it comes to inked money, I'm not going to bother scrubbing them. That is definitely an off-stream thing to enjoy. Oh my goodness. Oh crap, I meant to... Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Time Blink. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And the stretch too. Stretch and drink. I can also put the marked bills up on here. Oh, that's just simply a cartel bill. Ah, so much trash in here. Ugh. I know there's some missions in this game where you're required to, like, hold on to your shell casings and potentially sell it off to some people here and there. And they're like, why the hell would you want used shell casings of one way or another? I've heard of policing the brass, but that's kind of ridiculous. So what is this? An XL extra large box. $15 vases, and then of course 35,000 on top of it. Ugh. Might be fun to chew on. How's the rule? I'm doing good. Looking forward to a long weekend with some PTO coming up. And whew, what a busy couple of weeks it's been. Like, whoever packed this box needs to find better packing materials. Oh, fun. I am waiting for Labor Day. Labor Day is quite... I'm kind of meh about Labor Day. I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's kind of a nice, nice getaway from the hubbubs of day-to-day life. But on the other hand, it's also like, oh man, we're now that late into the year. I have a doctor's appointment the next day, so that's a 4-day weekend with PTO for me. Nice. Unfortunately, my my PTO days have kind of been put off kilter in the fact that Monday I have 2 separate appointments I have to attend to. One is a dental appointment to have a filling redone because my tooth, the tooth has been bothered whenever I chew certain things. It's not like painful, not unlike a tooth I had work done earlier, work done a few years ago. That was quite a dandy to work with. So in that case, what happened was I was just flossing with like one of those like dentist again, yes. I was so a few years ago I was flossing my teeth with one of those like pick/floss picks, more or less. And when I was flossing food out of one of my teeth in the upper part of my mouth, a chunk of that tooth came out. But it was not like large enough that I ended up in immediate pain or it was bleeding. Oh, I use them. I hate the string floss. Yeah. I try to use those picks whenever I can. But anyway, so I had a chunk of that one tooth come off, but I wasn't in like pain or anything. So it was like enough of the so when they did an X-ray and they examined the tooth, I was like a hair's breadth away from that one bit of tooth coming off, from it breaching the pulp chamber. And if it had done that, oh boy, I would have been in all sorts of hell in terms of pain. It was that close. Looks like I'm gonna have to purchase some extra. I hope I'm not disturbing. Ah, hello, Mr. Fresh-san. I hope I'm not disturbing. Not at all. You're new around here, right? Hi, I just arrived. Everything is, how to say, very different from home, but exciting. Guess you're still getting used to things. What do you need? Ah, I do need my yen to dollars. The exchange rate is itai, so painful. Yeah, not always fair. Anything else? I have very special vases. Very rare, very fragile. They must be packed with great care. Kintsugi vases with golden cracks? Oh, you know them? Sugoi. Yeah, sparkles. Yes, but these are different. Their cracks are hidden deep inside, like some people. I see. Hidden, but still there. Hi. But with the right care, they stay strong. Just like people. Nah. What on earth is that? Is that supposed to be Morse code? Jesus, what have you been eating? I made bread, it turned into a brick. What is that? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, oh, that's Vix? That's a... What, dot matrix printout of Vixie? Oh, that's impressive. What have I been eating? That was several years ago, Wolf. Anyway, so concerning that tooth, I ended up... They said, you know, because of the damage, you might want to consider potentially a root canal in the future. We can try to get away with a filling, but just be warned that you might have to get a root canal done. I said, and at the time, I was really not wanting to drop a lot of money, especially either I started new employment. I stole it. So yeah, so it's like I asked them to do a filling, and it seemed to have worked for a bit until one night when I bit something and I felt the shot of pain shoot through that same tooth, and then but even before then, the tooth was very, very, very sensitive to the cold. It would like very, and here you keep nagging me about eating ice to break my teeth, yet my dentists always say my teeth are mega strong to handle it. Don't test fate. I had a root canal recently. I got to keep the temporary tooth cap with a 3D print of my teeth. Ooh, wow. So yeah, I ultimately did have to get a root canal done, and then they had to put a crown on top of it too, which I was not really fond of, because on top of root canals, crowns are expensive as hell. So then, so that was like, even with insurance covering it, that was still like almost $1,500 down the drain. So, oh yeah, I gotta order some extra large boxes. I'm just gonna stock up here. So yeah, I ended up getting the root canal done. It was actually not that bad for my first ever root canal. So I had that done, and they ended up putting a filling in, and they recommended crown be done. And they didn't. They put in a temporary crown, and then ultimately they had to do a permanent one on top of that. I will be honest, for the longest time, I have not been crazy about the crown that I got, because of the fact that they kind of messed up the alignment or the size of the permanent crown. Oh my goodness! I'm getting everything messed up here. $1,500. Wow, my dental insurance was a lot better than I thought. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I'm trying to think. Because my dental insurance, I think, covered for half the cost of the crown, which they did after the turn of the new year, so I was basically given an HSA allowance from my bank, from my employer. And then, as for the root canal, I think it was like either 60 or 70% percent covered for the cost. So I think that's absolutely actually like the maximum that I had to pay out. I think the total cost all around was probably somewhere around the $1,000 range. But anyway, I digress. So they it's like for the longest time I've been telling them, you know, I think the crown is either too large or off kilter because I'm not able to use my front teeth to bite into stuff as easily as I could before. So it's like, and I gave some examples, including some not so hygienic examples, like biting one's fingernails. I can't do that anymore. And it's like, for the longest time, they tried to pass it off, oh, it's just, oh, thank you for the pets there. Oh, it's likely an orthodontic issue. It's like, I even confronted it and said, listen, I know my body, and I know when I can no longer do stuff after having certain things done. Well, they eventually did shave it down a little bit further, and they also did some shaving down of some other filling work that was done after. But yeah, my bite is still off in alignment, and I can't really use my front teeth to bite into some. Don't chew on fingernail. I've been biting my fingernails for since I was a kid. Okay, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need five more vases. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, new emotes. Yeah, I did review some of the emotes that I've already created and uploaded, and I figured, okay, overdue for getting some more emotes, fitting as much as I can with what I got. Again, I would like to try and get all of my emotes, as much of my emotes as possible on the tier 1 slot, so that way everyone can enjoy it without having to pay out through the nose for a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub. But that was the one that I figured is probably the most tier 3 worthy because of how much I put into making that emote. But still, I would like to try and make as much things as possible available to tier 1 subscribers. There are some concepts for some animated emotes that I want to be able to do as well and include on the tier 1 sub, since I do have some slots available still for animated emotes. But to have more like just still emotes, that requires getting more sub points, and I'm not quite there for in terms of expanding those slots yet. Now, does that mean I might end up having like 100 or so emotes ready to go? If I may be honest, probably not. But I am happy with what I am able to get out. I don't know about that one. To be honest, sub points? Yeah. So basically, when subs are given, that counts towards the sub points go. I can't remember off the top of my head what ends up constituting how the points when it comes to tier subs and whatnot. I know that amount is key, for sure. Oh my god. This packing mess. Ugh. This one's done. Oh, change that to all. I don't want to cross-contaminate again. Oh my god, did I just... How much is there? I could probably say with confidence that if I were to try and get stuck in a washing machine, I wouldn't even be able to fit my shoulders in it, and I probably would end up wearing even one of the biggest heavy-duty washers as a hat. But of course, when it comes to, like, emotes, it just takes a lot of time and effort. And with my full-time job, it does kind of get a little difficult to try and take the time to do stuff like that. Oop. I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, better get that pile right there. What do you notice that? Shame. I mean, I do have some other emote ideas in mind. There are some that I've drew up that I have not converted into, like, into emotes yet. And like I said, just get the time, drive, and energy to do it. And God, how many marked bills are there in this mix? Alright, anyway, so we got an extra large box here, one of several here. Not to mention your VOD editing, which may need to hire someone for. Well, it's just a matter of, like, if I end up running into, like, a snag with one VOD, yeah, that kind of sets me back a little bit. But it's not like I'm aiming for, like, fancy editing, like, say, creating a summary video of the VOD. 1, 2. It's not like I'm gonna, like, take, like, a whole 3-hour VOD and then edit it down to, like, every detail, throwing special sound effects and special cuts in there one way or another. No, that's it's not like I'm doing that. It's just basically cut out any unnecessary fat and then upload it virtually unedited, maybe with a couple of humorous sounds here and there if it fits. But most of all, when it comes to those VODs, they're just basically uploaded unedited, largely unmarred, unless I feel like leaving, like, say, a 20 minutes gap in which nothing's happening. Like, say I'm taking a break or whatnot. Stuff like that, it's like I trim out. But, like, when it comes to, like, making, like, much more animated shorts, like the kind of stuff that, like, Hama, Corgi, or Vixie, just to name a few, since they're fresh on my mind, those kind of shorts, yeah, that's gonna take a little more effort and probably some extra handiwork from people that might be more well-versed in that stuff and be able to put that stuff together. But I've said before that this streaming stuff is more or less just a hobby thing for me, and if a time does come where I feel like I can just press on and just go out and do some full mouth open. I mean, if there does come, I got a gift sub from someone I never watched, and what emote did I get? What? Shit. Interesting emotes. Anyway, what does it say? What are they looking for? 3,500. Okay, I see how to make a perfect block out of that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 28. Oh man, I don't have enough tens? Crap. I don't have enough 10s for that. Get lit. So, oh my god, I got so I got so into the conversation about emotes and whatnot, I never even finished my story about the tooth. So, a few weeks ago, I did, at the beginning of July, I ended up getting a filling done, a very small surface filling for a tooth. Kisser? What do you mean, kisser? So I ended up having filling work done on a tooth, and it was like a very small cavity and a very small tooth that was very much near the surface of that tooth. So it's like, okay, this isn't going to be too bad. Let's get this done, move on with my life, and go from there. Well, this is the first time in all the time I've had work done on my teeth where the tooth was feeling, they put it, it says the tooth was feeling angry. Which is just another way of basically saying that it might be feeling tender after filling work done, which, when it comes to filling work, it's, it can all, the tooth can take, like, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for it to calm down from post-filling work. But I've never experienced any kind of soreness that lasted for a few days after getting filling work done. So it was like 3 weeks in, I reach out to them and I say, hey, this is not for some reason my tooth is still being sensitive, because whenever I bite down or I chew something, that's when I feel like this sensation. It's not an overly painful sensation like what happened with my other tooth. But it was, and because whenever I let off the pressure after chewing on something, it stops right away. So they decided to take a look at it, and they don't see anything wrong with the tooth or the filling, and they figured that it probably is just lingering soreness. Make sure you floss, rinse with salt water, or as I do, either with Listerine or water mixed with hydrogen peroxide. And if it doesn't subside, let us know and we can look further into it. Well, it has not done that. And even now, to this day, I still feel like some sensation whenever I happen to chew down on that tooth. So they offered to redo the filling. But they did give a warning caveat that if for some odd reason the pain still doesn't go away, or if it actually gets worse after the filling is done, bear in mind, this is a small surface filling. It's not like it's remotely close to the root pulp chamber in any way. They did warn that it could ultimately come down to getting a root canal done, which I hope is not the case. Because I don't want to end up paying out the nose again. The only thing I could probably think of is that maybe the filling was slightly too big. And so it's probably just pushing against the other teeth or doing something. I don't know. I'm not an orthodontal, I'm not a dental expert by any stretch of the imagination. So they're gonna basically redo the filling, and then we'll see what happens from there. I really, really hope it doesn't come down to doing another root canal. I hope to get your teeth fixed. I hope so too. I mean, I can live with an off-kilter bite. That doesn't bother me at all, unless it like really, really affects my quality of life. Then I would end up having to look at orthodontal options. I mean, my sister is one big prime example of what happens when you have like a confluence of bad luck happen to your teeth. Now, that's not to say that she suffered from any cavities or any and had to get like root canals or whatnot done. No, far from it. She's got healthy teeth. But when she was a kid, she did not have all of her baby teeth fall out before her adult teeth started to grow in. So, because of that, her adult teeth were all starting to grow in crooked because as the baby teeth were not didn't all fall out at one point or another. So I think she had to have as many as I think 5 or 7 baby teeth pulled out because they did not fall out at all. That was not a fun experience for her. And then because of that, she had to ultimately get braces to realign her teeth in when she was in high school. And then she had to be fitted for a retainer to be able to ensure that her teeth remain in place in a good position. And it's still like that to that day. I may or may not have avoided the dentist for multiple years and only went because my tooth hurts. I think that's the only reason why I had a root canal. Yeah. When it comes to checkups, I mean, the general rule of thumb is twice a year. Have like checkups and cleanings done twice a year, and just basically keep up good dental hygiene, if at all possible. I would be lying if I said that I was a paragon of virtue. I mean, just the fact that I just basically said, hey, I had a root canal and crown done, should say some stuff. But yeah, it's like my mom, it's not fun. It's not fun going to the dentist even for a cleaning. My mouth had grown extra teeth on each side, up and down the jaw, which was bending my teeth. Had to pull them out and got braces at the age 13 through 15. Yikes. Oh, I think I already dried those bills. Ah. I think I'm gonna need an extra box for the marked bills. Yeah, for pretty much all my life, I was kind of lucky to not have a lot of tooth problems, aside the occasional filling work, and of course the aforementioned root canal, but ugh. It's not fun. Simple as that. That looks like a lot of counterfeit yen bills in there. Ugh. I remember my brother had braces for a lot longer than necessary, but he was not a great patient, so my mom had to bribe him with the tradition that the person who went to the dentist got to pick the restaurant after to celebrate, but that got dropped as soon as my brother got the braces removed. Oh. Well, I mean, if it works for a little bit, it's like fine. It's like, okay, you're a grown ass man now, so it's not, so you gotta start paying for your own stuff. Jesus, I'm gonna have to start sorting these marked bills into, like, dedicated containers at this rate. I don't think I have this one on the wall here yet. Or that, for that matter. Yeah, the Mafia and the Yakuza I don't have. I'm missing the FDI and the Unknown. Yeah. The more you know, kids. Can I grab that pile? There we go. He was not an adult when he got them removed. Well, yeah, let's see. What if someone wants counterfeit money? Yep, there are missions in this game where someone is... Well, there are some missions in this game where people do ask for counterfeit money. And so I've begun saving and putting those bills aside, along with these marked bills here, because there's a guy out there that does ask for marked bills here and there. My brother was a manager of a fast food place and collected a counterfeit. How big was this counterfeit bill? Was it like a small bill? Was it a big bill? Bark, bark. What? I don't remember. I remember 1s, 10s, and I think 20s. You know, for as much as I've been in a job pertaining to finances one way or another, I have like 10 years of experience under my belt between working formerly for a payday loan place and now working for a bank. I have not come across a counterfeit bill. There may have been some tales here and there of counterfeit bills making their way through my area at one point or another, but I've never actually come across a counterfeit bill. I suppose they figured places that deal with finances more than anything are not the best targets to try and dump counterfeit bills in the area. because they have methods of being able to detect bills, whether it's using UV lights, counting currency counters that happen to have counterfeit detection methods built in, or even if it comes down to just simply using a counterfeit pen. Can't tell if these are dirty or inked. Use this dirty bag to store spent shell casings, because I know there are people out there that ask for that, as I did mention earlier. I know there's a friend of mine out there who used to work for a bank, that did come across... no, actually, he wasn't... didn't even have to work at the bank anymore, or at his current job. He does encounter the occasional person that wants to pawn off a counterfeit bill, and the only detection method they have is basically the pen. I remember something about counterfeit and UV light checking at Walmart, but nobody really trained me, as my manager quit the day I got hired. Oh my god. Kind of sounds similar to the situation I had with my... Oh my god, I don't know if that's... Yeah, are these just not... Nope, these are inked, I think. Or no, I probably didn't wash these enough? Maybe I didn't wash them enough. Let me put them through a hard cycle. So anyway... As I was saying, so when I started my first finance job back in 2014, I was not even past the fully trained mark, let alone I was just barely past my my initial phase where I could be eligible for like benefits and whatnot, that my manager decided to quit then. And at the time, it was decided that people from around our division would then come swing by my branch to just basically assist me on the busy days, as well as just give me some time off on some kind of cyclical basis. I worked at the photo lab and was one of the best, mostly because people wanted to avoid that station. I don't know why. What? Oh boy. So anyway, yeah, when it came to... So when it came to that, it's like my manager decided to quit. Took up a job at... Oh my god. This one counter is blocking it. Okay, let me move this out of the way.
Listen.
Where did I put the counterfeit box for yen? I think this is it. Yep, this is the yen station. So anyway, whoops. So, unfortunately, things did not pan out for me very well in terms of coverage arrangements, because around that time, I think about a third of our entire division decided to move on to other things, including our division director. I'm like, are you serious? So I was basically left to man a whole shop by myself, except for the third of the month, because that was one of our busiest days of the month, for 3 months. I did not have a manager come by, aside from maybe I did not have anyone else come by the store beyond that. There was no new manager, let alone a new division director, until like August of that year. So I was basically not even there a full year, and yet I was manning the store by myself for all that time. When they finally did get a manager there, I was finally able to accumulate like time off and whatnot, and a new manager was there. No manager and Walmart Karens were a pain, so I had to warn people that it would take forever for someone to show up if they wanted to talk with the manager, but I kept calling for them and being annoying. I would say the one saving in grace when it came to me having to work on my own was the fact that even though there was like a ton of other stuff that I technically should be doing, the fact that I was still a greenleaf right out of the gate, they basically gave me a pass. When it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about going out and doing marketing things and whatnot. Just focus on whatever training you have left to do, and yeah, just focus on the rest of your training and just man the store. Don't worry about the extra stuff. About 90% of the Karens left as they did not want to wait. Of course they don't. Because I'm pretty sure they don't have a strong enough case that's even worth the wait. Okay, I think I can finally fulfill this order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5. Ah! One more! Come on. Ah! Dropped some. Always has to be like a solid bundle. It won't accept a bundle like this, what I'm holding. Otherwise, when it comes to that loose stuff, that's where you get a lot of problems because stuff flies everywhere. No, 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 no! Whoosh! I don't want the ones I already processed going back in the box! That's great. Hey, if you want to clip it, go for it. I forgot that the rightmost of these largest bill counters spit out bills that are either not of the fixed denomination, whatever the denomination may be. In this case, I have this one specifically set for euros, just for the sake of easy sorting. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of rejected yens there. Here they come. Oh boy. Well, I'm sure that'll probably be enough to give me the 10s that I need for this current mission. One of the Google reviews said they were the ghetto Walmart, which I kind of agree. During layaway, someone left for lunch at the end of the shift, having customers wait, and I had to help someone put the switch on layaway and repeatedly call the manager to get someone there. Then the Karens, which they were kind of reasonable, wanted to hire me for their job because they were vague about. Well, I mean, there is a difference between a justifiable complaint and one that's just utterly frivolous. I can definitely understand people. It's like when it comes to like people just willy-nilly going whenever they please without giving like a heads up or a warning. I completely understand. I kind of learned that a little bit. That when it comes to things like, say, taking my break or whatnot, especially when it came to my like 5th year at my last job, they basically say, hey, don't worry about accumulating too much overtime. The store just basically needs you. You can feel free to you can take the shortest lunch allowed for you, so then that way the store can be run. From my experience, Karens just want someone to talk to. Well, it's either they want someone to talk to or they just like hearing themselves talk. And unfortunately, at both my current and my last job, there are plenty of people out there who just want to hear themselves talk. It is annoying. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now we can make a perfect pack in plastic. And that's gonna have to go in its own devoted extra large box. That is what I said. They want someone to talk at. Talk at, yeah. So when it comes to those kinds of people at my current job, we actually have a code word that we use if there are certain people that we absolutely want to avoid helping at the moment, because they would just talk your ear off for like half an hour after they're done with their transaction. And that code word is mongoose. So that's that word. If someone says that word, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna be in the back for a little bit because you know who is coming. We have another code word that we use, and it's called meh, I get paid per hour. I didn't care. I mean, yeah, there's just some days it's like, yep, it's like, pay is good, I'm alright. For the most part, I don't get rattled very easily nowadays by bad customers, and if there's just some people that are absolutely just unreasonable and I don't want to deal with, it's like I either hang up the phone or I just say, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to leave. And if they don't like what I say, they can hear it from the manager. I think to get some more of these counterfeits just like sorted into their proper boxes, I'm gonna have to turn off the counterfeit detection on the yen bill. Okay, I better start. Oh my goodness. I think it just spat out the entire inventory that happened to be in it already. I'm an echoist, and I be what they want once they want. It comes naturally. Echoist? I don't think I'm familiar with that term. Alright, turn that back on. Kind of like an empath, but I don't have to feel or care about the person. You know, funny enough, I kind of wonder if I'm a bit of an empath myself, although recent years I've kind of throw that by the wayside. I won't go into detail as to why I think I'm no longer an empath or whatnot, but it just feels like there's times where it's like, I don't know, where I can like feel good or bad about a person, depending on their behaviors. Or, like, I would get, like, certain feelings about certain events. I'm just what people want to be narcissist. Oh, brother. I mean, to a degree, we all got a little bit of narcissist in us. I just... Too honest and too nice of a person to be able to do that. Although I can't... Although if I really try, I could be quite the, sardonic prick, I suppose. Sardonic or sarcastic. Alright, Alright, Rick Scatter. Euro, no marked money in a dry box. Uh-oh. In a small dry box. Well, I definitely got what I need for this. Financial exorcism. Let's see here. 10, 15, 20, 2. So I need like 1,000. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should be enough. I should have been in bed a bit ago for work. Kind of tempted to call out of work and get a 3-day weekend. Good night, have a great stream. Yeah, you too. Sleep well, rest up. Don't let work get you down. And thanks for hanging out. What apparently was wrong in that order? What they left behind. Load up a trash bag with at least 50 trash pieces? What? Me too. I'm going to have to oh, gosh. No, I meant rest up. Don't let word get to... whatever. Gremlin. Yeah, I realized what I said. Trash bag? Okay, what's the deal here? Greetings, Mr. Fresh. Nice to meet you, and you are... Galia. Just... Oh, Galia? Or as they call me here, Special Agent Thunderdoll. That's an interesting alias. An old Soviet souvenir. Wobbles but never falls. They say you're good at finding things. Depends on what you need to find. Trash. Excuse me? Papers, shell casings, scraps, fragments, anything lying where it shouldn't be. Find it, send to me. Some kind of eco project? Oh no, evidence. It speaks more than people do. Got it. Hope you got gloves. Ha, clean conscience, dirty hands. So are you in or not? If you're paying. Good thing I did not burn these up yet. Can I possibly cut these bags open so I can just verify the pieces I pick up? Oh my god! Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 40 max in a bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, I thought people with asking for like shell cases or whatnot was bad, but this is kind of taking it to a whole different level. I didn't mean this literally, people. They're asking for your garbage. What is this? Okay, this is a slightly more difficult gold mission here. It's asking for like one of everything? All in a small box. Interesting. Ah, Mr. Fresh, I was hoping we have a chance to sync up. Looks like it, and you are... Capitalism Angel, but you can call me Cap, or Angel, whichever loads faster. You sound Silicon Valley. Guilty, fast Wi-Fi, overpriced coffee, and an existential crisis about market trends. That's me. So, what's the deal? Cash flow optimization, that's your buzzword, pal. I want every denomination, every currency, the whole spectrum. That's a pretty broad request. Any reason? Diversification, adaptability. I like to move fast and break things. You understand? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's the spirit. Alright, so... No, I didn't want to do that. Ugh. All right, let's see here. Ah, no! Dang it! I didn't put it. Put him on the. Blah. Okay. There we go. All right, small box. Yeah. Ugh. Trash bag with at least 50 shell casings. Are you crazy, lady? Got another fresh task for you. What? What? Need me to send you more trash? I need you to collect spent shell casings, every single one you find. Wait, do you need more trash? Shell casings are trash. They're history. Who fired what weapon? Who fired? What weapon? At whom? You just need to know where to look. And what are you going to do with all of them? I probably shouldn't ask. I will do my job. Tell me, do you even realize who you're working for? And don't you care that you're carrying spell shell casing in your bag? Don't lecture me. You think I'm here by choice? I do, but not because of one single choice, but as a sum of every choice you've made in your life. You dig deep. It's a habit, so are you in or should I find someone else? Fine, you'll get your casings. I don't know if I have enough casings at the moment. I would have to dig around and see. Oh, there's some in here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna separate these. All right, so we need 50. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 so far. Six, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. feels like just when you think you're nearing the end of this game, it feels like it just gives you more of what to look for. Alright, what do we have now? A counterfeit bill, a gang-marked bill, a dye-stained bill, a police-marked bill, an FBI-tagged bill, all in a flat gift box. Didn't I have a flat gift box lying around? Oh, here we are. Well, there's an ink bill there. Gang marks bill. I'm pretty sure there's a FDI bill I could just fish out of here. Oh, found the police marks bill, so... Wait a minute, wasn't there a bunch of... Oh, wait. There we go. There's an FDI bill. So all I need is a gang... Wait. Gang marked bill. There's a counterfeit in there. Alright, what's the deal here? Why are you looking at... Fresh, how's your calendar looking? Calendar? I don't even know what day it is. You mean you can't check the date on your phone? Love that energy, man. First principle thinking. Look, just tell me what you need. Oh, you'll love this. I need a counterfeit bill, a gang-marked bill, a dye-stained bill, a police-marked bill, and of course, an FDI tag bill. That's quite the shopping list. They're gifts. See, Silicon Valley guy has everything. Stocks, yachts, a fridge that talks back, but it's all too pristine. What he really wants is a piece of real-world chaos. You're giving out dirty money as a luxury item? Exactly. What's more exclusive than cash with authentic history? Forget art. Forget crypto. This is raw narrative. You do realize some of these bills might get flagged. I have better lawyers than the government, so Fresh, can you deliver? I'll see what I can do. That's the startup spirit. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm gonna probably have to do it like this. Oh. Looks like I got lucky here. All right. Did the ink manage to spread across all the bills? I hope this doesn't flag me somehow. I didn't think the ink would be able to spread. They all count. And that is all looks like the goal / story, I guess. So now all that's left is to basically fill the piggy bank and decide what we're gonna do next, then. $500,000 left. Gosh, how much is in here? Something popped up. Oh, thanks for the pets, Wolf, there. I think I'm gonna just put the counterfeit bills in one big box, all of them, because there's gonna be a lot of them coming out of the side of that one big currency counter. Yep. Hey, hey, hey. Just fit there. Get in there. Okay, I think that'll do. Throw the gold in and see if it'll break. I'm not gonna try. Wait, throw the... what? Throw the gold in the washer? Oh my god, there's so much loose stuff flying all over the place that is actually affecting my frames. Ugh. Throw them in the piggy bank. Oh, this is wet. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna accept the gold bullion. Were those dryers always cracked? Yes, they were. Guess I grabbed it out of that one. guess only so much can go in. Ooh, mama. Oh, I do have. I had bullet casings there, and there was the coin. I have to reload the tape in there. I have a feeling these are a mix of dirty, inked, and marked, but I can't tell with how just ugly they look. Oh my god, I swear to god, if these are all inked, I'm gonna go crazy. God, these are all inked. So over in the ink pile they go. Now, when I've been doing some of this game off stream, yep, these are also inked. Ugh. When I was playing this game off stream, the process it takes to get the ink off of this is quite a bit. God, that stuff gets jumped up. these are mostly euros. Goodness. Some of these songs I'm hearing on my Spotify, I can't even remember if I added them to my Spotify or if these may be just royalty-free suggestions that happen to pop in here and there. That's a lot of hundos. This should get us quite a bit of ways. Alright, that's another extra large box of marked bills filled. Out of tape. I'm pretty sure that's gonna create quite the mess when it comes down the pipe, literally.